Don't know what that was about.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Nothing.
Come here, Wilson. Or Hank, I mean. Not Wilson.
It's back in her box.
Hey, Priscilla. Happy Valentine's Day.
Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop.
Hello, Hank. Hey, Leanne.
We talked about his little white spot.
Who?
Christmas. You noticed it?
No.
Same as his relatives.
Right on his chest.
No, just a little tiny little white spot.
He's not turned the right way for me to see it right now. Looking at Zelda with her arm hanging off.
Doesn't want to head up.
He says no. I'd rather just sprawl out and do what I want to do.
Just a little spot. Not as much as Lily, but maybe a little bit more than Stella has. Never mind, he got up.
Hey.
Maybe he's lying, but
And Lionel is way up there, being antisocial
and
or
when they pulled
chewing the blinds.
cord stuff. Hey! Quit that. Let's knock it down.
Lionel being bad in his final days.
Reach over and step. Or step stool.
He knows he can get away with it now. Nobody's going to get onto him.
What are you doing?
It was a busy day, but it wasn't too bad. Glad it is over and I'm at home, though. Hey, big Lionel.
The one they're closest to, so I guess they started fooling around with it.
Yeah.
And the blinds, like our cats did in the bedroom. And then biting the ends of them.
You know, they're all going to come over here, investigate what you're doing.
Hey, Zelda.
Hank. Hey, knock it off. That was not an invitation for you all to come over here and mess with things.
Just to make them have some leaps.
It's up to you. I know we need to change the light bulb, though. It's dim over there now.
I don't think we have any more. You gotta steal them from other fixtures.
And we can get some more light bulbs. It's not a big deal.
So we don't have any handy. I keep forgetting to put them on the list. I had to steal one from the hallway light. The one in the kitchen is out. Sorry, buddy. But there's like 3 light bulbs in every single light fixture we have in our house, so I guess we always need so much light.
Why are you so spooked by that box now? That's where your toys live. Every time we get in this box over here, there's an empty litter bucket where we keep their toys. Now, every time we open it, he runs over there and either hides in the tunnel or hides in the little cave bed over there. I'm not sure why.
Hanky panky. Is he scarred from knocking the shelf down onto it or something?
Oh, he was doing that before he fell off the shelf. Ever since we've had him here, whenever we get something out of that bucket, he runs and hides.
Come out. Come out, buddy. Oh. Oh. What's wrong with you?
I don't know, Leanne. Even when they were at the office, we kept all the toys in that bucket. But now something scares him about it, and he runs and hides. I don't know. I have to put it in a different spot so as not to spook him.
Put it in the food container filled with
Maybe so. Hey, Carmel.
good at it.
Well, I can kind of understand the aluminum foil. I think some people say if you don't want a cat on your countertop to put aluminum foil down on it, and as soon
We
as
tried that with one of our cats or two of our cats and it did nothing because our
Yeah.
cats are fearless of everything.
But supposedly some cats are afraid of aluminum foil, so I have heard that one before. But the toy bucket thing makes no idea.
I mean, we've always used this kind of litter to put.
Yeah.
He doesn't run away when I scoop the boxes over there. Nothing to do with that box over here.
Maybe next time we'll just move the box over here next to that one.
I don't know, maybe he knocked it over.
They did knock it over one time.
I get spooked real bad. I don't know. He's not afraid of that one, and he doesn't run away whenever we do the refill the litter, as far as I know.
Landed in the bed.
Oh, clothesline yourself. No, Lionel. I got it. Come with me. Can't have it.
That they are.
Can't. How to get it back? Okay, it's really hard to get away from him. He looks and cranks at this room.
Hey, Larry. So this is me.
How that light on it gives it a weird orangey cast to that side of the room.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't look as bad from over here, but my phone is inherently kind of dark anyway. Zelda.
I got it. It's mine. I take it with me. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah.
But since it's Valentine's, we're gonna go a little short today, so we can eat dinner, and I'm being required to watch Thor because I've never seen it, and it's part of the Marvel universe that Melanie is obsessed with. So
You've seen all of the other movies, just like me. And I've seen all of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's one of my favorite shows right now. I want to see Thor see the other two before you can see that one.
Did I tell you that Ragnarok was a Gwar album?
It's based on Norse mythology, which is what Thor is based on in some way. I guess Gwar has Norwegian death metal influences or
No.
something.
Gwar was just a goofy metal band.
I mean, I think a lot of death metal stuff has Norse connections, doesn't it?
Yeah, the weather was so nice here. I think it was. They forecast it to be in the 70s. I didn't look to see what the temperature was during the day, but I opened up that window just a little bit so they could breathe the fresh air from outside, and I opened up all the windows in the living room and the bedroom and all that for the other cats.
You brought home Stella's medicine yet?
Yes, it's in my truck. Hey, Connie.
No, you can't take it with you. Gotta have it back. Gotta give it back.
What are you doing, Lionel?
I didn't think you were playing anymore. Good. Such you joke.
Well, we'll relocate the toys and hopefully whatever bugs Hank about where the toys are now, he'll get over it. Hey, Aaron. Well, we're supposed to stay warm for the next several days, I think. Which is fine by me. But we're at that stage of the year where our yard is sprouting up all kind of multicolored weeds and stuff, so I need to get the lawnmower out and
So silly.
buy some weed and feed or something.
Can't keep letting you just get it and try and take it away.
I had somebody offer a goat to me not very long ago. But I couldn't keep a goat in the front yard. And I don't think my dogs would approve of a goat in the backyard, so I had to tell him no. It was a 3-legged goat. But he was worried about it getting hurt by some of his other goats, and he didn't want to take it to the sale because he figured they would just kill it, and he was trying to find another home for it. But unfortunately, it won't be mine.
A two-species household for now. Well, 3 including us.
But if I had acres and acres of land, I would definitely have goats. Most of them are. I've seen a few that are a little bit mean, but not these. The ones he has are all pretty much hand raised. I know 2 of them were bottle fed because their mother died after they gave birth. You wouldn't get any argument from me about eating the bushes.
Eats our bushes.
Yeah, we have some shrubs in front of the house that if I weren't the one responsible for trimming them back, I would be okay with them, but there's always wasps in them and trees grow in the middle of them. There's an oak tree that just keeps coming back, and I get the lopping shears and cut it way back, and within a few months it's back again.
I bet they cover up half the front of our house, though, because I don't like the brick. We have little bushes, then people can see the ugly brick.
Well, it's not as if they can't see the brick on our house anyway.
Yeah, I like it better being obscured.
Yeah, no deer here in the residential part of town that I know of. I mean, I'm sure there's some close by. There are some woods near here, but not that close. Well, thank you, Aaron. It's not a very big room, but we tried to make the most of it, and we got a bunch of free scratchers, and the bed right there was like $5. It was on like 90% clearance, or I don't know, something like that. Heavily discounted because I think it was one of the Christmas ones at PetSmart, and they were just trying to get rid of them. So I bought two of them. And the cat tree was initially meant for our cats, but since these guys came home, we built it for them.
It's a dog bed, but they like dog toys.
Yeah, that red bed is supposed to be for a dog.
It's not much different than their little kickers.
Yeah, I noticed that, Larry, and for the past 2 days, there have been several that have been just piled up in there. It's normally it starts with Stella and Hank, and then the others come and pile on top of them. Whoa, jeez!
You, buddy.
You hit your head on the ceiling fan blades. Yeah, I mean it's the same thing as a cat bed anyway. It's just a little bigger than what a normal cat bed would typically be.
And the toy squeaks, which
Yeah,
they
there's a
weren't
little
sure what to
squeaky,
make of that at first.
that little bone-shaped toy that matches it has a squeaker in it. So, but it's the same size as, well, just about the same size as a kicker, so it works. But I wish we could get Hank to come back out, but he's not gonna. He has retired to his cubby hole with his mom.
Scarred by the toy box sound.
I've bought a couple of other beds that were supposedly dog beds, and I think it was the same type of thing at PetSmart where they had them marked down to like $5 or $6, and I bought a couple of them.
Yeah, these were like a gift set with the bone and the little blanket, but the ones we got before were basically the same shape as that. They just didn't come with other stuff.
But yeah, even if I don't use them immediately, if I see a pet bed for $5 or $6, I'll snatch it up and save it.
We had bad luck with that little round dog bed. They've eventually gotten over
Yeah.
it.
We found one at, we've got this place called Ollie's. Was it Ollie's Outlet or something like that?
I like big lots.
Yeah. They had a big bin full of pet beds, and I found one for pretty cheap, and we bought it, and I brought it home for Tabby when we first brought him home, and he was afraid of it.
He would not, like, if you tried to set him in it, he didn't want to touch it and would, like, jump away from it. They've eventually gotten over it and they sleep on it in the other cat room. Yeah, 3-bedroom house and 2 rooms are cat rooms.
Well, Stella has been laying in that bed, but before we brought Stella home, she loved her cardboard chewy box. It was on the floor beside my desk. She spent, at least during the day, that's where she spent most of her time.
No, I'm trying to play with you, not let you catch it every single time.
She says she wants it. Yeah, the only thing I would tell you to steer clear of at Ollie's are the cat trees. We bought one, and I've heard from another source that they had the same experience, that the cat bed or the cat trees, they don't hold up very well. Ours was,
Wobbly from
yeah.
the start.
I mean, as soon as we put it together, it was already wobbly, and now it's even worse.
It's just a small one for 30 something bucks.
Yeah, it was
But you can get
30 or 40, I think, but
better quality, same price on Amazon.
Yeah, Connie, it's about the same as Big Lots. It's just like a closeout store.
They have a better book section. I was
Yeah, they
always
have.
good at
I mean,
books.
you name it, they have
Colored
it.
books.
They have rugs and tools and food and lots of books and DVDs and
Yeah, I'd say the food section is basically like Big Lots, and then the like interior stuff is a lot bigger with tons and tons of different kinds of rugs and outdoor stuff, more outdoor stuff than Big Lots has, or at least our Big Lots. We used to have a small one.
well, yeah, I don't know how Chewy compares to Amazon with the cat trees and stuff, but the Amazon cat trees we've had have been really good, and they're not bad. No, Larry, it's like whenever things get discontinued or a store goes out of business or something like that, they they buy it all out and then they sell it for less than it would retail for.
Or just like seasonal closeout stuff
Yeah,
and
you
whatnot.
can find cheap and cheesy T-shirts in there
I've gotten
for
a
like
couple
$4 or $5.
for pajamas.
Yeah, they have pet stuff there too. We avoid the food and stuff that they sell there just because we're snobs about what we feed our cats. But
They have some treats that we could buy. I think we've looked at the. They have some of the bones, but not necessarily the exact kind that we get, and other treats that we don't really uh, rawhide that we don't use for safety reasons.
I know you've only sat in my lap for like a minute today.
He sat in my lap earlier. Maybe he got his fill.
I don't know. He came and sat with me very briefly before I had to get back up.
I'm not sure if they have the Go Pet Club brand on Chewy also. They might. If they do, that's the brand of tree that we've gotten that's held up well for us in our house of a million cats.
Let's see if he does what I think he's gonna do and start sticking his foot in it.
Yeah, you'll have to warn the guy about that. Say make sure you put his water dish
Yeah. Well, don't let me forget.
on the mat or something because he plays it.
He's being good so far.
You can't have him. Can't.
And today, before I left the office, I went to clean the boxes and noticed that someone had pulled a dock in the litter box and peed over the edge of it. I don't know who did that.
They're all girls and they all used to squat just fine. I think it's just that location.
Maybe. That's where they've always been, and Lily and Stumpy never did that before.
But I guess everyone else doing it made the whole thing smell like it doesn't matter where they go.
Yeah. Well, I need to get that carpet shampooer and flood that carpet all around where the litter boxes were with the Nature's Miracle and vacuum all that up. And got it on my to-do list. I just haven't found the time to do it yet. But we have a 3-day weekend, so maybe I can squeeze it in.
This weekend?
Hmm.
I forgot.
I did too until today.
It was coming up, but
We've run into that too. Fortunately, not recently.
what's that?
Peeing outside the litter box.
Well, someone did it in the container of dog food cans not that long ago.
No, she means like behind it against the wall or something where the litter boxes are.
That happens sometimes in the cat room too. When there's so many litter boxes together and everything smells like a litter box, like in that general space, I think sometimes they just stop caring as much about where it goes.
Well, I think, and it sounds crazy, but I've had the thought. Somebody put the thought in my head. The guy that got Doc said he was going to get a big Rubbermaid tub. I'm thinking like a 4-foot long Rubbermaid tub and just fill it with litter, and they can all use that. It'll be one litter box. It'll be easy to clean and be the same size as multiple litter boxes.
That one rescue has like a gigantic litter
Hmm.
box, but clean the boxes by like tapping them to get stuff loose, and you can't do that with a giant box.
Well, you probably could.
I can't lift up a gigantic 6 foot long box and bang it to loosey stuff up. You gotta come down to play. Can't keep Wilson out of your hair though. That's the only thing. Can't do flips. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to step on your tail, buddy.
I'll have to look. I've never looked on Chewy for one like that.
What's that?
The giant litter box.
We hadn't looked for them, but I know that I saw them.
Yeah, there was the Friend of Felines Rescue. I think it was in Ohio that they have a live stream on YouTube that I saw. And they had a huge litter box, which they have more cats there than we have here. Probably not by much, but no, I think they have a ton of them.
They all get along somehow. A bunch of
Yeah.
them are like special needs.
Yeah, we use Chewy for pretty much all our food, with the exception of cat food for our adult cats because they like the Authority brand.
We have a bunch of stuff on auto ship, but it annoys me that cases are not like the cans are not the same number as there are days.
Yeah.
So everything, and you have to do stuff in weeks. Every 2 weeks you get a case of 24, but that doesn't work out to a can a day. That's more than a can a day, and
And plus,
the math is all complicated.
I've complained about it before. The food that I feed Lily, Stumpy, and Clara is always out of stock. I don't know if that's probably not Chewy's fault. I guess it's probably something to do with the manufacturer, but
A whole bunch of those chunks and gravy. Get my stock on.
yeah, I got them some kind of turkey or something.
No, I think you got duck.
Duck, that's what it was. I got the duck flavor, and they seem to like that, but I don't know if I'll run into the same issue with a different flavor, or if it's just something with that brand.
Pates seem to not go out of stock except for the large cans of the weight management that they discontinued. But give me that, buddy. Why do that?
Wilson. Oh, I was too close to catch him in his jump.
Let it go. Let it go.
We always price match at PetSmart. Every now and then, there will be something on sale at PetSmart for cheaper than what it is at Chewy or on the PetSmart website. But
But they also stack, not the prices, but if it's like buy 10, get 2 free, they'll stack that on top of price matching.
well, except for one time when I was in there and the lady said, well, you can either do this or that.
Well, other times they've
Yeah,
stacked it.
that was the first time I've ever been confronted with that. And I don't know if that's what they're supposed to do,
Maybe
but
they told them stop doing that.
yeah.
Right now, the opportunity to do that.
It probably just depends on who the manager is at the time, but no, we've taken full advantage of the price matching, and I wish we had known about it long before we did, but I had to find out the hard way with flea medication.
What yelled at you?
Yeah, I think we've ordered something from Wayfair before. Jeez, Wilson, but I don't remember if it was cat related or not.
I think it was the vanity that we'll put in the vacuum eventually, and maybe a couple of pieces of Walmart.
I do. The Authority cat food for our cats, or well, our permanent cats. I buy that stuff there, and I typically buy bags of dog food from there, but not without the price match. I always check Chewy or the PetSmart website before I go and have it pulled up on my phone or printed out or something. Oh, they won't? I didn't know that. I thought you could buy anything and they would ship it to you.
What's that?
Connie said that PetSmart won't ship the litter or heavy food.
Huh. I thought I'd seen that some stuff was only available like in store, like you could see the price, but you couldn't buy it through the website. I wasn't sure if the authority was.
Why no? Why do you want to lay next to the litter boxes?
Come on, Zelda. It's your
Oh.
chance.
Can't miss Zelda doing jumps.
Come on. Oh. Let me have it back.
Yeah, we've talked about putting the authority cat food on auto ship to keep from having to go to the store so often because we're there. It seems like twice a week.
I'm not sure if it's. I haven't looked into whether it's actually available like that. They do sell other kinds on the website, so I think maybe it is.
Yeah.
Like senior food and weight management food that they don't sell in store.
But we're down to the. That's just my hand still, Zelda. We're down to the last half a can or so of Stella's diet food, so she's about to be on authority food all the time, so we're going to have to buy even more now.
We're at three and a quarter cans.
Hey,
in.
Ara.
So that will bump us up to 3 3/4. Ow! Stop. 3 3/4 cans a day. So
Yeah, which is like a case and
almost
little over.
4 cans a day.
yeah.
Which means a case will no longer last a week. A case will last like 6 days.
Yeah, there's a Petco in Montgomery, and there's another, what is it, Pet Supermarket or something like that. There's another franchise. But we just always go to PetSmart because it's closer to our house.
We're far away from our office, and our office is far away from our house, so it's double far away.
Plus, and I typically go to the PetSmart in Montgomery a couple of days, at least one day during the week, to take pictures of the new arrivals in the cages and all that, to put them on the Paws Facebook page.
You tired yet?
I don't know. You're not acting like it. Lionel is, though. Or maybe not. As soon as I say his name, he starts doing the wiggly butt. But as I said, I want to keep it a little short tonight because we've not eaten dinner yet, and I'm supposed to watch this movie. My Valentine's Day punishment is to watch the Thor movie that I've been avoiding for months now. So hopefully Thor's a good movie. I perceived it as just some dude with a hammer.
You've seen Thor in the other movies.
Well, thank you guys, and I hope you all have a happy Valentine's Day too.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day.
And we'll
See you.
do it again tomorrow, probably around the same time. No news to report today, so didn't forget to tell you anything. But yeah, we'll do it all again tomorrow. So thank you guys. We appreciate it. We'll see you then.